Okay, so let's do this example. Okay, so we've got this, and let's start using our reduction operations. And so I'm going to get rid of this x. So I'm going to do -3 times row 1 plus row 3. And so the first two rows are going to be the same. Okay, so -3, this is going to cancel this out, -3y. Then I'm going to get a -3y here. And then -3z plus 6z is 3z. And then positive 3w, oh yeah, positive 3w minus 6w is minus 3w. Equals, yeah, -3y plus, and then minus 3w, and of course this is going to be -3, so this will be plus 3. And then the last one just stays the same, so -y plus z minus w equals 1. Okay, now we're going to get rid of these two, and so we're going to what? We're going to do 3 times r2 plus r3, and then we're just going to do r2 plus r4. Okay, what do we get? We do that, well, we're just going to copy the first two rows, so x plus y plus z minus w equals 1. And then we got y minus z plus w equals -1. And then these y's are going to go away, so we get what? We get -3z plus 3z is 0. 3w plus -3w is 0. So we get 0 on this side. And then -3, we get -3 plus 3, which is 0. So we get 0 equals 0 for that one. And then we do the same thing. We're going to add these. So we get 0, 0, 0, and 0. So we get 0 equals 0. So now we're in this situation. So now in this case here, x and y are leading variables. Z and w are free, which means they can be whatever they want. So the best we can do is we can define y and x in terms of z and w. So how are we going to do that? Well, let's solve this for y. So y is going to equal what? Z minus w minus 1. Okay, and then if we write x, well, x is going to equal minus y minus z plus w plus 1. But then again, y is going to be in terms of this, so this is going to be z minus w minus 1, right? Minus z plus w plus 1, right? Okay, so now let's simplify this. Okay, here we go. So let's simplify this, right? So z minus w minus 1, just want to make sure I did that. So this is going to be minus z plus w plus 1 minus z plus w plus 1. So here, what happens? Well, we get what? Negative 2z plus 2w plus 2 is equal to x. And so now, what happens? Y is equal to this, so x is equal to this, y is equal to this, and then z and w are free to be any real number. So, how do we write this? Well, we would write it, I'm going to write it here. So the set of what? It's going to be, again, if we write the set here, so we're going to have x is equal to, how do I want to write that? I guess it doesn't matter. So we'll do 2w minus 2z plus 2. And then y is z minus w minus 1. And then we're going to have w. Actually here. Comma w, comma z, and then such that w is in real numbers, comma oz is an element of the real numbers. And then we have our curly brace end that way. Or better yet, we could just use commas here instead of writing it out individually. We could have such that w comma z are elements of the real number. And then of course have our curly brace that ends it. And that's it.